Look at his hand. It's like a mutton chop. Let's see your other hand. Not quite the same. Look at that. What happened there, David?
I've gotten bitten by 2 wasps today.
So look at that.
One right here.
Right there.
And
that whole
right
hand, look at, oh my, that is swollen up like a,
yeah.
Look at, oh my gosh, look how thick that is.
Yeah. You don't want none of this juice. You don't want none.
Welcome to RidgeLife. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, I am on Come On Mountain.
Come on.
Woo! We have been getting it this morning, and I'm gonna show you some sneak peeks. We're gonna be not quite spilling some beans. We're gonna be like opening the can of beans and showing them to you, okay? You see this big mess right here? That mess is not normally there. Why is that mess there?
Because I've been hunting cables.
We are doing a project here at Come On Mountain, and we were misplaced some stuff, but we got it. We got it. David figured out where it was. We're going to be using this right here, guys. Who knows what that is? Leave a comment down below in the description if you know what that is, and that is, because it's going to be epic. I mean, it is going to be a game changer on the mountain. What do you think about that, David?
I'm ready. I'm ready. It's hot.
How about you girls?
We're good.
Got Serenity and Addie over there. They are our cheerleaders today. You ready to go outside, David?
Yes, sir.
It is a little warm, but not near as bad as it was down there at 3 Mississippi. Oh my goodness, guys, that was hot.
Yeah.
That was a hot one. So hot, y'all saw Miss Lillian. She went running off during the bang bangs, the pew pews, and that little Chihuahua was found almost 4 days later. And Sid took care of her, got her medicated up, took her to the vet. She brought her to me yesterday, and I took her to the 41.36 with Anthony and Roxanne. Did the homecoming. I put the video out, the short. It's a YouTube short, guys, on Ramblings and RidgeLife. So if you missed the homecoming of Lillian, you got to see it. It is a tearjerker. It is a feel-good video of the year, right?
Yes, sir.
I was just every mile was worth it. Sid said every sleepless night was worth it to see the look on Roxanne's face, Anthony and Wyatt's. Totally a blessing, totally a blessing. So that stuff inside the cabin over there, we're going to be doing a project today on the mountain, and it includes all of this. What is all of this? Well, it's going to bring some major changes to the mountain.
Yeah, we're going to utilize this sun that's cooking us.
What was that? Be careful of that free green energy. It can kill you, right? We're going to make it work for our advantage today. Why is your truck so much smaller than mine?
Well, because you're trying to compensate for something.
Okay, we got this little truck and then this big truck. Look at this, David. See, this little truck and then this big truck.
Yeah.
It's all about perspective, right?
Yeah, but let's not forget that that's recent. He was in a station wagon for a long time.
Hey, hold a second. I would never ever say you don't use Uber. Uber is, look at this, guys. These welds, and it's not because of poor workmanship or craftsmanship. He just uses it.
Yeah.
But now this is what keeps it all together right here.
That's why everything started breaking.
No, I'm really pretty sure the only reason this thing is staying together is because of that sticker right there.
That sticker right there is definitely why it broke.
He's saying that broke when that sticker got on there. I don't quite think so. That's a big old tree, David, and every time I come here, it's still there.
Yep, until you come and take it. It's going to be there.
I cut a 25-year-old tree the other day. It was about 8 inches narrower than that with an 18-inch bar, and I ain't no way I could cut that tree. What is that? That is like 32 inches in diameter, you think?
Yeah, at least. That's a big tree.
That, guys, look at this. Look at the size of that tree. I don't think my 18-inch bar, I mean, with my skills, could do it. Because maybe David, with his skills, could do it, but I know mine can't.
That's Midnight's playground. She loves it. Look at Queen of the Mountain.
Speaking, oh man, look at Eclipse there. What are you doing, Eclipse? She's being the diva for me. Look at this. Oh my God. Now guys, this is a sneak peek here too. Look at it. What you doing, girl? Like, don't want to get down. Look at me. What are you doing? Oh man, these goats. What are you doing, Chief? Look at Chief. He just, what's up, buddy? What's up? Goats are ready for the big day, right? Or the big week.
Yeah.
You have to check out Come On Homestead to know what's going on over here and why things look the way they do, okay? You've done a little work out here in this pasture, haven't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
I was watching the
More
video.
to come.
I was watching the video the other day, and you had a Uber, and you tried to move in some hay with a grapple. Didn't quite work very well, did it?
Nope.
Then you used the pallet forks.
Yep.
Big question.
I ain't answering it. You're gonna have to wait until Tuesday. It gets answered on Tuesday.
Okay. The big question everybody asked him was, David, why didn't you not just put all of the hay bales, the round bales, up on your 20-foot equipment trailer and then transport them up there and unload them? I kind of asked that myself, but then David does things for a reason.
Yep.
I mean, there's usually never a time that David does things without some thought into it.
Yeah.
We may not see that process. He may not go over all those details. He's not quite as OCD as me. You know, I'm a little bit more detail oriented, and I probably express it a little bit too much. David he does all that thinking in his head, and then he shows you.
Well, I'm
right?
down with the OPP.
Oh my
You
gosh.
know me.
This guy here. Before we get out here in this open area, oh my goodness, this is beautiful.
Yep.
So David, this is David from Come On Homestead. Of course, you didn't know that. Keeping it
is that?
real. This is Come On Mountain.
Yeah.
How many acres you got over here?
Total right here is 20 on this side.
And now DD5 has got a little
5.
sliver of it,
Yep,
right?
got
5
of 'em.
acres. But you just did something new. What is all that over there?
That's Come On Mountain 2.0.
Come On Mountain 2.0.
Yeah.
And what's behind that over there?
State land in a mountain.
A huge mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, I own all the way to the state land at this point.
It is.
It's another 10.14 acres.
You got you a deer this year out here in this woods. Really?
Right there,
Yeah.
matter of fact.
And that's not too far from the abandoned cabin, right? The tiny house.
Nah.
And
about
I was
150 yards.
A lot of people think, yeah, you were close. I go like a quarter of a mile, half a mile from the house to hunt.
Yeah.
And he sees all the deer I got on the ridge. Well, I bet you got some out there.
Yeah, that's why I bought that. Recreation.
Recreation.
That's recreation, and also to make it to where nobody can move behind me.
It is so beautiful, guys. Look at that view. Isn't that gorgeous? A real blue tractor.
A real blue tractor. None of that knockoff New Holland.
Oh, he's calling a New Holland the knockoff tractor, okay? We all know that New Holland is the leader in agricultural use tractors. Actually, they're the leader in worldwide leader in both agricultural and industrial now.
Well,
And if you believe what I say, I got some oceanfront property
Yep.
in Arizona to sell you as well.
yep.
Look at this. It's an I Ford 300, right?
Yeah.
It's an I Ford 300. Now,
Well, it's a 300 on the left. But the right, it's a 3000.
when it actually goes to the right. There you go. Ford 3000. Look at
Yeah.
this. That is a nice little tractor now.
She is sexy.
What's her purpose? Oh, what's the name of her now? I heard it changed.
Yes, taxi.
This is Taxi, guys, not Dasher. There's already a Dasher.
Yeah, the golf
Right,
cart.
DoorDash.
Yep, this is Taxi, and her main purpose is the bush hog. She's a bush hogger.
And she came with a bush hog. She's
Yes,
not
she
using
did.
yours.
Ain't quite as big as Uber's bush hog,
Cute
but,
little bush hog there, yeah.
but what is that, a 4-footer? Looks like a 4-footer. Uber's got a 6-footer.
That looks a little bigger than 48 inches. That may be that's a 5-footer, and I bet Uber's 72 inch. This is
Yeah.
probably a 60, and Uber's a 72.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to guess. Need a little air in that tire there, brother.
Yep. I actually put air in it before I brought it down here. She's probably got a slow leak in her.
Yeah.
This one and that one kind of had, looks like this one's got a little mud flap on it.
Now, you got a few new hay bales there. What are them hay bales for?
Goats.
Goats.
Bah.
Now, I don't think your goat's going to eat all that hay that quick, are they?
Nah, that'll last about a year.
Now,
They'll waste half of it.
look at all that hay over there. That's like,
Yeah.
Can you all see that from that far away? That is just a gorgeous view. See the power lines, and this is all the way that way. Now,
there's actually a pond down there on the power lines.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, if I go about 18 miles that way, where do I end up?
41.36.
That's right, guys. And it's about 35 miles to go through the back roads and everything.
Yeah.
I drove that last night in the Beast. I dropped Lillian off right at dark. And I went and seen Melanie and Gary and the kids. They were just eating dinner. They invited me, like they, you know, the hospitality people they are. I said, no, I just had something to eat. And I didn't want to interrupt their dinner.
Yeah, I know. He turned me down too.
Yeah, he actually offered what'd you have? Chili dogs.
Chili dogs.
I love me some
good
chili dogs. But I just eaten, and you know, again.
Some Angus chili and also some all beef hot dogs.
Yeah, Nathan's, right?
Nathan's, yeah.
I know Addie, she got her, what, 3 of them?
Yeah, she ate 3. And they was the jumbos.
But I rode the Beast back from the 41.36, and I've had the Beast in a little bit of mud and a little bit of, you know, a lot of highway use, but I rode her back from the 41.36 on these back roads, and she was at home. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was like just as smooth as butter, taking all them ruts and them bumps. That was nice. I was finally getting to use the Beast the way she's meant to be used.
Yeah, it actually got dirty instead of a yard ornament.
I actually had an issue with the Beast the other day, and I was explaining this to Dave, and we were kind of scratching our heads. I was going over to Jin's house to celebrate the 4th of July, and stopped at Quick Trip, and they've got diesel and DEF. You know, DEF's that blue stuff, the diesel exhaust fluid. I filled the Beast up with DEF, and I drove to Jin's house. When I got there, I had a check engine light come on in a brand new truck.
What here we call it fluid.
The fluid. The check engine light came on. I was like, oh no, and they don't let you see the diagnostic codes on a Ford. You have to go have them read. Dodge lets you see what the code is. But I took it up to AutoZone, and they read it and said it was a diesel exhaust fluid error, high A circuit limit. And I'm like, man, so I disconnected the batteries when I got home, did all that stuff, you know, try to reset the code, and it came right back. Well, I got to looking, and when I was at home, I looked down below my tank, and there was all kinds of diesel exhaust fluid on the ground.
You was leaking fluid?
I was leaking fluid.
And
I was like, oh, but I knew what happened was. What happened was when I was pumping it in, something was up with that diesel exhaust fluid, the fluid nozzle. It kept surging. It was like pressurized and surged. Well, what happened was I overfilled it, overpressurized it, and it just overloaded the system.
Too much fluid.
So what happened was whenever it drained that out, and I drove and got it down below 99%, guess what happened?
It went away.
Check engine light went away.
Because it got rid of some of the fluid.
It got rid of some of the fluid. But it was weird how it came up with the injector fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you got some big old. Now, why do the farmers say this is not cow ready? I really don't know anything about hay.
I guess just the grass that was in the area, it wasn't in good quality for cows.
I don't know anything about that.
I don't know a lot about hay either. I know normally you can get like 3 cuts out of a field. That I'm learning.
Well, if you went to the feed store and got this much hay, how much would it cost?
I have no idea. A lot. I know I almost paid $15 a bale for square bales. And I paid $15 for each of these. So there's a lot of square bales.
There's at least 20 in there, right?
Yep.
Well, at least 20.
Yep.
Probably.
It was a good deal.
Really good
It's
deal.
enough hay to last them for at least a year. Like I said, goats waste a lot of hay, so they'll waste half of it.
Well,
But it'll also make good compost for the compost pile, the stuff they waste.
It is hot.
Yeah,
we got projects to do, okay?
Yep.
We probably gonna grab a little bite of lunch, and then we're gonna get all that stuff I showed you earlier working on the mountain. It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a huge improvement. And to see what happened is, you're gonna have to go over to Come On Homesteading and check that out. And while you're over there, make sure you're subscribed and also hit that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video comes out on Come On Homesteading, Come On Keeping It Real. So guys, until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day, and
Go RidgeLife.
and keep rambling.